In Hollywood, romantic narratives frequently begin like fairy tales, but can result in enormous child support obligations and divorce settlements. Although celebrity life's glitter and glamour appear perfect, the reality behind closed doors is otherwise. These celebrities have suffered dramatically due to their failed romance, from headline-grabbing, record-breaking settlements to behind-the-scenes court cases. However, who is the recipient of the most astounding payouts? How did these well-publicized breakups alter the lives of those involved, and what caused them? Stay tuned as we explore the stories behind the headlines that stunned fans and unearth the startling secrets of Hollywood's most costly splits. Johnny Depp and Amber Heard, $7 million. The divorce of Johnny Depp and Amber Heard was well known and the subject of numerous accusations, court cases, and intense legal disputes that captured people's attention worldwide. They got married in 2015. However, their marriage didn't last long, and they split up in 2016. Johnny strongly refuted Amber's allegations of violence in her restraining order application. The divorce has its backstory in terms of finances. Amber promised to contribute the $7 million she earned to a charitable organization as a settlement. However, the price to both actors' reputations was far greater than the financial one. Long after the ink on their divorce papers dried, they were still involved in numerous lawsuits and legal disputes. Mark Anthony and Shannon de Lima, $10,000 a month for 3 years. The fairy tale beginning of Mark Anthony, the Latin music sensation, and Venezuelan model Shannon de Lima ended in a considerably less romantic way. They had the wedding of their dreams in the Dominican Republic in 2014. However, by 2017, the couple was in divorce court, ending their dream. In contrast to previous well-known, shocking settlements, Mark was required to pay Shannon a tiny sum of $10,000 monthly for 3 years. Mark, who had already negotiated the rough seas of divorce with someone like Jennifer Lopez, was unfazed by this. In 2023, he fell in love again and married Paraguayan model Nadia Ferreira. Colin Firth and Livia Giugioli, $12.5 million. The divorce between Academy Award-winning actor Colin Firth and his Italian producer wife, Livia Giugioli, was as dramatic as any of the parts Firth has portrayed on screen. The pair formally separated in 2019 after 22 years of marriage that had its shares of scandals, including extramarital affairs and a short breakup in 2015 and 2016. The divorce was not an inexpensive affair. Although a startling monthly amount of around $41,929 for a married couple was agreed upon, the actual costs skyrocketed to $12.5 million. Eventually, their reconciliation attempt, which was spurred by a lull during which Livia had an affair with an Italian journalist, was unsuccessful. Michael Douglas and Deandra Luker, $45 million. Hollywood legend Michael Douglas and film producer Deandra Luker became one of the most glitzy couples in the business when they married in 1977. But their romance wasn't meant to be a permanent one. After 23 years of marriage, the couple's divorce in 2000 was everything but inexpensive. Deandra got an astounding $45 million settlement, which made headlines and captivated followers. The financial ramifications of Michael's divorce remain a sobering reminder of the price of failed love in Tinseltown, even though he went on to find love and even remarried. Denise Richards and Charlie Sheen, $55,000. The story of Denise Richards and Charlie Sheen's marriage developed like a Hollywood drama. They were married in 2002 and divorced in 2006, with Charlie originally spending an incredible $55,000 a month on their children, Sammy and Lola. That sum dropped to $25,000 in 2016. In 2019, Charlie appealed for financial hardship and sought to stop these payments completely. A judge eventually agreed by 2021, leaving Denise blindsided and asserting that she owed $450,000 in overdue payments. Their financial turbulence makes their breakup one of celebrity history's most expensive and acrimonious, igniting discussions about whether Charlie's lowered responsibilities are fair. Mariah Carey and James Packer, $5 to $10 million. James Packer, the Australian billionaire businessman, and Mariah Carey, the pop diva famous for her 5-octave vocal range, initially appeared odd. They became engaged in 2016 after a brief affair, but split up later that year before they could even be married. The financial fallout is what's striking. Mariah allegedly left with a settlement worth tens of millions, which included a $10 million engagement ring, even though they were never legally married. According to some accounts, the deal also included real estate and a financial agreement that would allow Mariah to buy new homes. Scottie Pippen and Larsa Pippen, undisclosed. The NBA icon Scottie Pippen, who played with Michael Jordan during the Chicago Bulls' prime, and his wife Larsa Pippen ended up in a different sort of court, divorce court. Following a difficult period decades after their 1997 marriage, the couple filed for divorce twice in 2016 and 2018. Scottie's estimated net worth of $50 million at their separation suggested a sizable settlement, even though the specific financial facts are primarily confidential. Another level of economic complexity was introduced when Larsa, who had a prosperous career in reality TV, asked for joint custody of their 4 children and spousal support. Mike Wolfe and Jody Catherine Wolfe, $634,000. Known for his treasure-seeking on the hit television program American Pickers, Mike Wolfe had to navigate a different excavation during his divorce from Jody Catherine Wolfe. Following the court's decision, the actor was mandated to give Jody $634,000 in alimony. Given that the couple owned an astounding 15 houses, real estate also played a significant role in their breakup. Jody took their $2 million Nashville house and another one in North Carolina. The remaining 13 properties, however, remained solely owned by Mike. Their divorce is an eye-opening example of how valuable assets are analyzed throughout a divorce. Channing Tatum and Jenna Dewan Tatum, undisclosed. Renowned dancers and actresses Channing Tatum and Jenna Dewan initially won people over with their on-screen chemistry in the 2006 movie Step Up. Their romance in real life grew, and they got married in 2009. However, their 2018 split marked the end of the Hollywood fairy tale, and their 2019 divorce was completed. Although the precise amounts have not been disclosed, the couple reached a financial settlement arrangement about the property. They also established a co-parenting plan and consented to share custody of their daughter, Everly. Both celebrities made public declarations highlighting their mutual regard and dedication to co-parenting, making the split noteworthy for its amicability. Olivia Wilde and Tal Ruspoli, undisclosed. Actress Olivia Wilde has starred in television and movies, though her real-life romance with Italian prince and filmmaker Tal Ruspoli was less captivating than her love stories in film. The couple decided to get a divorce in 2011 after getting married in 2003 when Olivia was only 19. The union started with a covert wedding ceremony and ended with the reportedly cordial breakup. Although the divorce was mostly kept secret, it's possible that significant assets were exchanged because of Olivia's rising fame and Tal's royal ancestry. It's interesting to note that neither party received any spousal maintenance, and the specifics of the property division are being kept under wraps. Mick Jagger and Jerry Hall, $25 million. Supermodel Jerry Hall and the renowned Rolling Stones frontman Mick Jagger were considered the quintessential rock and roll couple. In 1993, their story ended abruptly, leaving a media stir. Mick was first married in a Balinese ceremony in 1990, but he later questioned the legality of the union and eventually got it annulled. The split was nothing short of lavish in terms of the finances. Forbes estimates that Jerry left the relationship with between $15 million and $25 million. This was only a tiny portion of Mick's staggering $330 million net worth. Jessica Andrea and Logic, undisclosed. The perfect example of a millennial romance appeared to be the relationship between Jessica Andrea and Logic, the rapper best known for songs like 1-800-273-8255. The two up-and-coming celebrities frequently displayed their affection for one another on social media. They were married in 2015, and until their abrupt separation was revealed in 2018, they appeared inseparable. Later that year, their divorce was formalized. Although most financial information was confidential, the couple's prenuptial agreement probably made things easier. Jessica was reportedly financially supported by Logic. However, the numbers are still unknown. Both parties released heartfelt remarks, but the couple's separation was attributed to irreconcilable differences. Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt, undisclosed. Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie's romance, which started on the Mr. and Mrs. Smith set, at one point resembled a Hollywood fairy tale. However, the magic came to an end in 2016 when Angelina filed for divorce, leading to one of the most controversial and widely reported celebrity splits in recent history. Although the specifics of their divorce have been mostly kept under wraps, it's easy to assume that significant assets were at play, given their A-list reputation. The couple had 6 children, and during the drawn-out proceedings, custody disputes grabbed center stage, exposing flaws in their formerly flawless facade. Fans and followers found the continuous struggles an engrossing real-life soap drama. Madonna and Guy Ritchie, $92 million. The Queen of Pop, Madonna, and British filmmaker Guy Ritchie, who made edgy films like Snatch, were a power couple that attracted attention worldwide. The fantasy ended in 2008, despite their magnificent Scottish wedding in 2000. The enormous financial ramifications of their divorce make it more notable. As part of their divorce settlement, Madonna reportedly gave Guy between $76 million and $92 million, which included cash and the worth of their estate and bar in London. This amount kept them apart from the priciest celebrity splits of the era. Additionally, the couple shared custody of their 2 boys, David and Rocco. Jeff Bezos and Mackenzie Bezos, $36 billion. The financial community was taken aback in 2019 when Amazon founder Jeff Bezos and his wife, Mackenzie Bezos, announced their divorce. This was no typical split. It featured a complicated web of assets and one of the world's wealthiest men. The stakes were relatively high, both in terms of money and reputation. Mackenzie left with an unprecedented settlement. 25% of the couple's roughly $36 billion worth of Amazon stock. She immediately rose to become one of the wealthiest women in the world. The divorce was amicable, with both partners making polite public statements despite the startling statistics. Chrissy Metz and Martin Eden, undisclosed. The actress who shot to popularity with her poignant performance on the popular television show This Is Us, Chrissy Metz, went through a less dramatic but no less significant period. In 2008, she married British journalist Martin Eden, but regrettably their romance didn't end happily. 2013 saw the couple's separation, and in 2015 they formalized their divorce. It's interesting to note that this divorce's financial terms contrast sharply with the ostentatious multi-million-dollar settlements that are frequently observed in the celebrity industry. Neither Chrissy nor Martin had to provide the other with spousal support. According to reports, they shared their assets peacefully. Demi Moore and Bruce Willis, $90 million. Hollywood A-listers Demi Moore and Bruce Willis, who dominated the big screen in the 1980s and 1990s, appeared to be a love made in heaven. Their 1987 marriage was the stuff of tabloids, but even successful couples have their share of problems. After 13 years of marriage, they divorced in 2000, and the split cost was high. It was one of the priciest celebrity divorces at the time, with Demi taking home an incredible $90 million from Bruce. Despite their financial split, the couple stayed friendly, co-parenting their 3 daughters, and even taking family vacations. Kelly Clarkson and Brandon Blackstock, $1.3 million and more. Before it wasn't, Kelly Clarkson, the first American Idol, and her manager-turned-husband, Brandon Blackstock, got along well. By 2020, their 2013 marriage had evolved into formal documents. One of the most well-publicized divorces in Hollywood concluded in 2022 when the divorce processes were concluded. As part of their financial settlement, Kelly consented to pay Brandon $1.3 million in one lump sum tax-free. She also owes $45,000 monthly in child support for their 2 gorgeous children, River Rose and Remington Alexander. Although they have chosen joint custody, Kelly will be the primary caregiver for the children in Los Angeles. Robert Johnson and Sheila Crump, $400 million. Sheila Crump, a lady of equal skill, and Robert Johnson, co-founder of Black Entertainment Television, BET, were married for over 30 years. However, their long-term partnership ended in 2002, leading to one of the most expensive divorces ever. According to reports, Sheila received almost $400 million from Robert, the first African-American billionaire, as part of their divorce settlement. Yeah, you heard that right. $400 million. This enormous amount established a precedent and is still among the highest divorce settlements ever documented in U.S. history. The Johnson-Crump divorce is one famous example that emphasizes the difficulties of allocating assets and leaving a shared legacy. Phil Collins and Oriane Seve, $47 million. Oriane Seve, a Swiss jewelry designer, and Phil Collins, the legendary singer known for classic tunes like In the Air Tonight, married in 1999. Although their marriage appeared to be going well, the pair decided to get a divorce in 2008, and it was no little matter. Phil allegedly gave Oriane an incredible $46.76 million, which at the time was one of the most significant settlements in the British celebrity industry. The pair reconnected in 2016, but in a nasty, media-grabbing divorce in 2020, in a turn of events that could have been taken from a soap opera. Oriane allegedly moved into one of Phil's houses after getting married again without telling him. Arnold Schwarzenegger and Maria Shriver, $250 million. The combination of Maria Shriver, a journalist and part of the Kennedy family, and Arnold Schwarzenegger, the muscular action star who became a politician, was intriguing and varied. Their 25-year marriage ended abruptly in 2011 after it was discovered that Arnold had fathered a kid with the couple's housekeeper. They had been married since 1986. It took years for the divorce to be finalized, ending in 2017. Maria inherited an estimated $250 million, or almost half of Arnold's fortune then, by California's community property laws. This makes their breakup one of the priciest celebrity divorces ever. Arnold and Maria's story is full of contrasts, power and weakness, fame and controversy, love and betrayal. Eve Mavrakis and Ewan McGregor, $501,000. The quintessential Hollywood couple was Eve Mavrakis and Ewan McGregor. When they married in 1995, their marriage appeared to be strong, but flaws soon appeared. In 2017, the pair shocked the world by announcing their split. Ewan filed for divorce, claiming irreconcilable differences not long after pictures of him kissing Mary Elizabeth Winstead, his co-star in Fargo, went viral. A significant financial arrangement accompanied the divorce, which was finalized in 2020. Ewan consented to divide the profits from all the movies and television series he produced while married, including the Star Wars prequels. Eve also received about $35,000 in alimony each month and $501,704 in child support annually. Justin Theroux and Jennifer Aniston, undisclosed. Two of Hollywood's most endearing performers, Jennifer Aniston and Justin Theroux, appeared to have it all. They started dating in 2011, and in 2015, they were married in a private ceremony attended by several celebrities. But by 2018, the pair had decided to split up. Despite being remarkably amicable, their split caused a media frenzy. According to insiders, the couple had an ironclad prenuptial agreement, even though the specifics of the monetary settlement were kept under wraps. This probably made it easier to divide their substantial assets, which include Justin's lucrative acting and screenplay career and Jennifer's multi-million-dollar earnings. Both have moved on and are still doing well in their industries. Hulk Hogan and Linda Hogan, $7.44 million. The legendary wrestler Hulk Hogan and his wife of 24 years, Linda Hogan, appeared inseparable. Given their appearance on Hogan Knows Best, their marriage was the actual subject of reality TV shows, but things weren't always ideal behind the scenes. In 2007, the couple filed for divorce in a less than cordial manner. A staggering 70% of the couple's financial assets, or around $7.44 million, went to Linda, along with an extra $3 million in a property settlement. She also received several of Hogan's expensive cars and businesses. The Hulkster's financial setback was so severe that it took years to bounce back. Ron Perlman and Opal Stone Perlman, $1.5 million annually, and more. Renowned for his parts in films such as Hellboy, Ron Perlman and jewelry designer Opal Stone Perlman had one of those long-lasting Hollywood marriages that lasted for more than 38 years. When they declared their separation in 2019, many were taken aback. The financial terms of the finalized divorce were nothing short of shocking. Opal received spousal support payments of $12,500 each month. She also received 20% of Ron's yearly income, ranging from $52,000 to $1.5 million. That's correct. Some of his earnings make this one of the most unusual celebrity divorce settlements. Paul McCartney and Heather Mills McCartney, $30 million. The renowned Beatle, Paul McCartney, and former model and philanthropist Heather Mills had a brief affair that culminated in a dream wedding in 2002. However, this fairy tale had a twist, just like many others. After splitting up in 2006, the couple's contentious divorce procedures made headlines for years. Ultimately, a deal reached in 2008 gave Heather almost $30 million. This was one of the most expensive celebrity divorces, even though it represented a small portion of Paul's then estimated $998 million net worth. Additionally, Heather received money for their daughter, Beatrice. Jennifer Lopez and Chris Judd, $14 million. The brief marriage between Jennifer Lopez, the multi-talented artist recognized for acting, singing, and dancing, and Chris Judd, her former backup dancer, was undoubtedly not financially pleasant. One of Jennifer's shortest marriages, they were wed in 2001 and divorced a year later. Their marriage lasted 9 months before they filed for divorce, making it less resilient than J-Lo's notoriety. Judd left with a $14 million settlement, which is significant given their marriage's length. Although the sum may appear astounding, it also demonstrates her enormous earning potential and perhaps the complexity of love. Johnny Carson and Joanna Holland, $20 million. The marriage of Johnny Carson, the king of late-night television, and his second wife, Joanna Holland, attracted notice outside of Hollywood's glittering spotlight. They appeared to be the ideal match when they were married in 1972. However, the spotlight sometimes casts shadows, and after 13 years of marriage, the pair were divorced in 1985. Even by today's standards, the cost of their divorce are astounding. Joanna won an incredible $20 million in cash and property in one of history's most significant divorce settlements. Their divorce exposed the emotional and financial difficulties that come with being a well-known couple. Mel Gibson and Robin Moore, $425 million. An era ended in 2006 when Robin Moore, Mel Gibson's wife of over 30 years, and the controversial but unquestionably gifted actor and filmmaker, announced their separation. When the divorce was finalized in 2011, the financial fallout was enormous. About $425 million, or half of Mel's total worth then, was given to Robin. This astounding amount broke records and made it one of the priciest divorces in Hollywood history. The Gibson-Moore divorce highlights how serious it can be when love goes awry and provides a depressing glimpse into the lives of the wealthy and well-known. Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum and Princess Haya bint Al Hussein, $303 million. The multi-billionaire ruler of Dubai, Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, and his separated wife, Princess Haya bint Al Hussein, received a startling settlement of over $604 million in what has been dubbed the most costly divorce case in British judicial history. Princess Haya, the youngest of Sheikh Mohammed's 6 wives, received a lump sum payment of almost $303 million from the UK High Court. This historic settlement involves a complex web of worldwide politics, power, and interpersonal ties. It is not just about the numbers. The money is intended to support Princess Haya's lavish lifestyle, which includes maintaining her 2 estates, her primary home in Ingham, Surrey, and one close to London's renowned Kensington Palace. Garth Brooks and Sandy Mall, $125 million. For a while, Garth Brooks, a country music sensation, and Sandy Mall, his college sweetheart, seemed like the perfect example of a love song. Garth was a bouncer at the bar where they met, and their romance seemed ideal for the country music industry. However, after 15 years of marriage, the script changed when they decided to divorce in 2000. The impact on the economy was astounding. One of the most significant settlements in the history of country music, and in fact in the history of celebrity divorces, was Sandy's reportedly $125 million divorce settlement. Michael Jordan and Juanita Benoit, $168 million. Aside from his incredible dunks and championship rings, Michael Jordan was involved in one of the most costly divorce settlements in history. Michael's marriage to his 17-year wife, Juanita Benoit, dissolved in 2006. In addition to their 7-acre Chicago estate and custody of their 3 children, Juanita left with an incredible $168 million. Even though the breakup was friendly, the massive payment attracted much media attention. It was the most significant compensation for a celebrity divorce at the time. The story revolves around the breakup of a well-known marriage and the enormous financial obligations that frequently accompany these ostensibly ideal partnerships. Wissam Almana and Janet Jackson, $200 million. The prenuptial agreement between pop queen Janet Jackson and Qatari businessman Wissam Almana garnered nearly as much media attention as their celebrity-studded romance. According to the New York Post, Jackson's contract was a financial bonanza, which stated that she would get $100 million if the marriage lasted for at least 5 years. And what if there was a baby involved? Another astonishing $100 million. The couple had a kid in 2017, but declared their separation only a few months after reaching the 5-year milestone. It's often said that timing is crucial, and Janet's post-divorce fortune of $200 million proves this point. Steven Spielberg and Amy Irving, $100 million. Renowned filmmaker Steven Spielberg and actress Amy Irving first crossed paths in a seemingly staged romance when Irving tried out for a part in his popular film Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Although she didn't get the part, she did receive something perhaps more important, the director's affection. However, love took a different turn, and the couple's 4-year marriage ended in 1989. Among the most costly divorce settlements in Hollywood history, Amy received an astounding $100 million. The prenuptial arrangement between Steven and Amy was famously scrawled on a napkin and was later declared void by the court. Miranda Lambert and Blake Shelton, undisclosed. It was like a somber lament when country music icons Blake Shelton and Miranda Lambert announced their divorce in 2015. On and off stage, the duo appeared to be the ideal duet, leaving fans in shock. They were among the most popular couples in country music when they married in 2011. Both possessed substantial assets, but the specifics of their divorce's financial situation were not publicized. Blake maintained their ranch in Oklahoma, but Miranda kept their Nashville residence. The stakes were enormous since they were superstars. To lessen the public spectacle, both artists, however, chose to have a quick divorce, completing their split 2 weeks after the announcement. Neil Diamond and Marcia Murphy, $150 million. Nobody was thrilled when Neil Diamond, the crooner behind songs like Sweet Caroline, divorced Marcia Murphy, his second wife, in 1996. After 25 years of marriage, the couple's relationship soured, leading to one of the priciest divorces in Hollywood history. Television production assistant Marcia left with an incredible $150 million, half of Neil's then estimated net worth. Despite calling the divorce a rough period, the singer-songwriter did not challenge the settlement, saying Marcia was worth every penny. It was a class act in the face of an expensive circumstance. Jack Osborne and Lisa Stelly, $1 million and $7,000 monthly child support. The famous Ozzy and Sharon Osbourne's son, Jack Osborne, was involved in an expensive divorce from his former wife, Lisa Stelly. The divorce settlement associated with his 2018 marital dissolution wasn't exactly inexpensive. Jack promised to give Lisa $1 million as part of the agreement. Not only that, but child support also entered the picture. Jack promised to pay $7,000 in child support each month and was committed to sharing responsibility for their 3 children. Brendan Fraser and Afton Smith, $900,000. When Brendan Fraser, well known for his parts in popular movies like The Mummy, split from his ex-wife, Afton Smith, his life turned a surprising turn. The couple was married in 1998, but 10 years later, in 2008, their marriage fell apart. When it came to money, their breakup was everything but quiet. At first, Brendan had to pay $900,000 in alimony yearly. The actor was also responsible for paying child support for their 3 sons. Although the precise monthly amount isn't made public, it undoubtedly made Brendan's financial situation more complicated. Dr. Dre and Nicole Young, $100 million and more. The entertainment industry braced for drama when it was announced that Dr. Dre, the hip-hop entrepreneur, and Nicole Young, his wife of 24 years, were getting a divorce in June 2020. And there was drama. From legal wranglings to disagreements over prenuptial agreements, the 18-month ordeal garnered its fair share of headlines. Nevertheless, it culminated in a whopping $100 million payout for Nicole Young. In addition to being small change, this high-stakes payoff represented a sizable portion of Dr. Dre's projected billion-dollar fortune. Dre first upheld a 1996 prenuptial agreement, which fueled the raging public debate about the couple's breakup. Kevin Costner and Cindy Silva, $80 million. The attention was undoubtedly harsh when Kevin Costner and Cindy Silva's 16-year marriage broke out in 1994. The breakup became a huge talking point because the couple, who met at California State University, Fullerton, appeared to have a strong bond. Costner was at the top of his game after the success of movies like Dances with Wolves and The Bodyguard. The public's interest in their breakup was only heightened by this. The divorce was extremely costly. According to reports at the time, Cindy supposedly received a settlement estimated at $80 million, making it one of the most expensive divorces in Hollywood. Billy Bush and Sidney Davis, undisclosed. Both fans and tabloid followers took notice when TV anchor Billy Bush and his wife, Sidney Davis, announced their divorce in 2017. The pair chose to divorce after 20 years of marriage and 3 kids, which further complicated a difficult time for Billy, who was already dealing with a setback in his career as a result of leaked Access Hollywood tapes. Although the specifics of their financial settlement are still unknown, it's reasonable to infer that significant assets were at stake, given Sidney's lifestyle and Billy's successful media career. According to reports, both parties were dedicated to peaceful co-parenting when the divorce was finalized in 2018. Ellen Nordegren and Tiger Woods, $100 million. Tiger Woods and Ellen Nordegren's 2010 divorce was a sensational event that had an impact well beyond the golf community. Tiger, one of the most well-known athletes in history, had his reputation destroyed by a well-reported affair. A Swedish model named Ellen was the subject of tremendous media attention. In terms of divorce settlements, this one was exceptional. One of the most costly celebrity divorces ever, Ellen collected an estimated $100 million from Tiger. However, the financial impact was only one factor. Both were subjected to harsh public criticism, and Tiger's golf career suffered a setback from which it took years to bounce back. Harrison Ford and Melissa Matheson, $85 million. Melissa Matheson, the gifted screenwriter behind E.T. the Extraterrestrial, and Harrison Ford, the endearing actor best known for his iconic performances in Star Wars and Indiana Jones, appeared to be a perfect fit. Sadly, they divorced in 2001 after being married in 1983. One of the lengthiest celebrity proceedings, the divorce wasn't concluded until 2004. In addition to an estimated $85 million, Melissa received a portion of Harrison's projected film profits during their marriage. Even by Hollywood standards, it was an incredible amount, making their split one of the priciest celebrity divorces.
If you've watched the video till here, that means you've enjoyed the video. Subscribe. Don't forget to turn on the notifications bell icon